friend of mine reached out to me and said, Bose, I love what you're doing with Bouncing Back with B, but sometimes I'm bouncing and other times I'm crawling. Then I said to her, babes, be kind to yourself, because this happens to the best of us. Welcome to Bouncing Back with B. This is the channel where we keep it real. We talk about real life issues with real people sharing life experiences, and we also touch on simple tools that can help you to bounce back to a life that you were born to live, regardless of whatever life might have thrown at you. The honest truth is life throws different kind of things at us, but what do? Do we allow what life has thrown at us to weigh us down, or do we make such things a foundation upon which we build? So on the show today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that is very, very important. As a matter of fact, I love to call myself a student of life. And you know, there are certain things that just come with life. There is nothing you want to do about it. And one of such things that comes with life is self-doubt. We tend to doubt ourselves on some occasions. I like to say this, that self-doubt could be a part of a normal human experience. But when it becomes excessive, it can impede our personal growth or our success. Before I dive into the topic of the day, I want you to please do me a favor, because I know this is a topic you would love to enjoy. Just hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed to my channel before, and also share the video with your family and friends. Then I'm going to give out a question towards the end of the show, which I'd like you to respond to in the comment section. And if the Bouncing Back team picks you, you should expect your gift from any part of the world. I mean, whatever part of the world you live in, we would definitely send you your gift. So you have to listen in till the end of the show for you to be able to respond to our question, because it's going to be part of whatever I'm going to talk about today. That's when I'm going to pick the question. Now, to the topic of the day, self-doubt. It could manifest itself in several ways. It might be a fear of failure. It might be this feeling of inadequacy, or you simply question your decision either before or after you might have made that decision. Now, there's a difference between asking question and questioning your decision. I want to believe you like the way I'm dressed. I asked some of my friends after dressing this way, do I look good? Is it okay? And sometimes when you do something that you're passionate about, that you even think you're very good at, there's nothing wrong in saying, was that okay? That's when you ask questions. That's when you are trying to seek counsel. It's totally different from when you are questioning yourself, questioning your decision, when you have to ask 4, 5, 6 people. It means, or it could mean, that you are dealing with self-doubt. And like I said initially, there's this feeling of inadequacy, this feeling of not feeling good enough about yourself, or think you're not good enough. That could also be a sign of self-doubt. But how do we deal with it? Maybe you're already thinking, okay, boss, based on the things you've said, I think I'm dealing with self-doubt. How do we deal with it? And that's why I'm going to be sharing like 2 to 3 tips that can help you to deal with it and overcome self-doubt, even though it could be a normal part of the human experience. The first thing I want to tell you, I'm going to tell you, but I have this story to share. You know, I love to tell stories. Okay, so my first point, I'll go first with my first point. My first point is get to the root of whatever you're dealing with. I tell people, don't try to eliminate a problem while nurturing the cause. It's really important to deal with the root of a problem so that you would not be treating the symptoms. So when you're talking about self-doubt, it is very important for you to make sure that you get to the root. How did it all start? What was it in your past that is feeding those thoughts that make you to doubt yourself? What is it in your past that is making you to have maybe low self-esteem, or that is affecting your self-confidence. I like to share my experience. Don't mind me, you know why I'm smiling. Shout out to some people behind the camera, my producer, award-winning Oluyinka David. He knows the story I'm about to tell you. So because of that, he's already laughing at me. So while I was growing up, some of my siblings labeled me after, I was named after a radio station in my state then. So this radio station, for those people that are from Nigeria, you probably know the radio station, and maybe if you were born in, no, don't let me, I don't want to disclose my age. So by the time I start talking about when you were born, well, you would know, you would have an idea of my age. So I know some people will be able to relate. In those days, radio stations don't have call-ins, so nobody's calling in to say, I want to do a shout out, that like I just did a shout out to my producer right now. So the anchor of any program on a radio station, a typical radio station in those days, will just be talking without any kind of response. Nobody's calling in, nobody's interrupting them. So for me, some of my siblings labeled me Radio OYO. That was Oyo State's radio station then. And what they were trying to say was that, Bosse, you can talk. Yes. I mean, they used to call me talkative, you can talk. I had several labels. And you know what that did to me? It affected me and caused me to shut down. So anytime I want to talk, I'm thinking somebody's going to harass me, somebody's going to embarrass me. But when it was time for me to discover purpose, when it was time for me to start asking questions about who am I, what am I here for, it was difficult for me to actually embrace the fact that, Bosse, you can talk, you can listen to people, you love to connect with people, especially when it comes to, you know, what I'm doing right now. I love to do it. It was very difficult for me to embrace it because of something, because of a label, because of the negative way that has been viewed in the past. So when I got to that root, I was able to deal with it, and it became easier for me to embrace that part of me, and self-confidence was birthed. So what am I saying to you? The moment you can trace whatever is happening right now to self-doubt, that you've been unable to make progress, you can see that something is stopping you from flying, from becoming the best you want to be in life, then you might want to pay attention to your self-confidence. You might want to pay attention to the fact that you might be doubting your capacity to perform. So when you're paying attention to that, then you want to get to the root. What exactly happened? When did it start? What happened in my past that could be feeding that? And the next thing, after you might have gotten to the root of it, is focus on positive events. Sometimes the reason why we doubt ourselves is because certain things happened that affected our ability to believe in ourselves, affected our self-confidence. So instead of focusing on the fact that they labeled me as Radio OYO, in fact, there was this song around that time that would say Radio OYO. I apologize to people that don't understand what I'm talking about, but simply it's just a radio station that was the kind of jingle that used to come with it, and that was the limit I had. But the thing is, instead of focusing on that, I decided to focus on how my ability to talk and express myself has served me. On certain occasions, I've been able to express myself and make demands on what I want for myself. And on some occasions, I've been able to talk to people and they listen, and it helps them to make progress, to produce results. I've interacted with people, and it has yielded positive results for me. So because of that, I had events in my life that I have seen being able to express myself or being expressive. I've seen it as a positive tool in my life. So I choose to focus on that. You know why that is important? Because what you focus on grows. So if you focus on the negative side of that, of you, that makes you to doubt yourself, that's what will grow. But when you focus on the positive side, rather, maybe if you don't want to make it positive or negative, make it empowering or disempowering. The moment something holds you back, it's called disempowering. But the moment a thought gives you the push, encourages you to become the best you can be in life, then that is empowering. You might want to focus on that, or I'm encouraging you to focus on that. When you focus on that, then in fact, I'm not going to say sky is the limit. There is no limit for you. You keep going until you produce bigger and better results. And finally, when it comes to self-doubt, you want to surround yourself with people that believe in you, not people that talk down on you, not people that will remind you of your flaws. We all have it. We are all work in progress. So you have to embrace that there is nobody here on earth that is perfect. We're all working at becoming the best that we can be. So let me go on that stage. Let me sit here in front of the camera, regardless of who is watching behind the camera. Let me sit down here in front of the camera, make mistakes and learn from it. That's the best way to grow. If, as a matter of fact, I believe strongly that we learn more from failure than we learn from success. So if I make mistake, it's an opportunity for me to do it better next time. So surround yourself with people that will give you that kind of punch, that kind of push, that kind of encouragement. Don't mind me. This same my producer is always there to also give me that push and encourage me. I just decided to mess with him today. Anyway, what do I want to leave with you? Let's talk about the question for the day. Now, what's my question for the day? I said something about a radio station that I was named after because I used to talk without any kind of response. If you can quickly get into the comment section and give me the name of that radio station, then you are the winner for the week. Then your gift will be sent to you wherever you are in any part of the world. What do I want to leave with you? No matter what life is throwing at you at the moment or might be throwing at you in the future, remember to bounce back daily. That is all it takes. See you next time. Bye.